Hey everybody, welcome to the vision. It's a star-studded night tonight. Hey everybody, welcome to the Vision Group webinar. It's Tuesday night. My name's Diane Hochman. I'm here with Mr. Ray Williams, my mechanic, and I am the guest at the house of Miss Tracy Housel. If you guys don't know Tracy,
hello.
We've been buddies for 100 years,
Seems like it.
or at least 50.
Yeah.
And so I'm at Tracy's house and I said, I'm coming to visit you and I'm doing a webinar at your house. And she was like, okay, because that's what she always says. Okay.
Okay.
And if you guys are really lucky, while we're doing the training tonight, and this is good training. Ray, is this good training tonight or what?
Well, I had some people message. They wanted to know, because they've seen your photos, were you going to do this on the beach?
We would have, except it's sunset now.
Yeah.
So it's too late to do it on
we were in the
beach.
state park yesterday where the ocean was, so we wouldn't be allowed to be there.
But we did do a Facebook Live in Tracy's backyard today with the water out there. But for those of you that are interested, or any of you that have known me or Tracy for any period of time, and welcome to everybody, and we'll check the Q&A in the chat in a minute and see who's here. We might have a guest appearance from Stella the cat. Now, Stella is a big fan of mine. She comes to most of my webinars.
Yes, she does.
Now Stella's pretty excited. She looks very excited over there, doesn't she?
Oh, yes.
She looks
totally.
She's sitting in a cardboard box. She looks very excited that she's actually getting to witness one of my webinars live. So it's impressive.
She's all like that.
Let's see who's here before we start. Let's see who's here. Let's check the Q&A. People write in the Q&A. Dr. Lisa's here. Stella will come out when she's ready. Dr. Lisa, you cannot rush a star.
No.
Holly's here.
Hi, Holly.
Olivia's here. Brendan, we were talking about you yesterday, right?
We were
talking about Brendan yesterday.
We were.
We went out to dinner and your name came up.
Yeah.
Rancy, hello. Edward.
Hey, Ed.
How's the new? I saw the picture of the high-rise. You talk about you're going to be in my vacation home. Ed and Julie are moving to Vancouver.
I saw that picture.
Like
that was
a really
cool
super
picture.
Super swanky high-rise. So they might be my secondary vacation home. Who else has somewhere I can come visit? I'm looking to come visit. Of course, I always like to go visit Ray out in Vegas. That's always a good
say Vegas.
Yeah, well, Vegas is always good. Kathy's, her house is beautiful, Kathy. I don't know what you can see in the background. We'd give you a tour. Maybe we'll do a video tour.
We can do that. My bed's made.
Tomorrow before we go. Your bed's made?
My bed's made. Yeah.
Mine is not. I only have the comforter back when I took a nap. So
Oh, okay.
I didn't remake it. I made it this morning.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I haven't been upstairs.
And Holly, Holly, we want to do a wonder shop down there. A whole bunch of people want to do something, so I was going to coordinate with you. So anyway, let's get to business. Let's get to work. Ray, I always like to socialize again. Is that okay with you?
Hey, I love socializing.
You're open? You're easy?
I'm open.
We're punchy. We've been hanging out, having fun. So I also, I'm drinking coffee too late in the day.
Oh boy.
So I may be up for a little while. I doubt it, but America runs on Dunkin'. None of you Starbucks people, don't talk to me about Starbucks. I'm from Connecticut, New York. This is how we do it. It's black coffee. Yeah, black. High test. All right. Here comes Stella. Stella, are you ready? Come here, Stella. But I got to remember, how do you take the screenshots like I did last time?
I do this. Look, I do this.
Yeah, I know. He takes pictures with his cell phone. It's like, he's the only person I know that takes pictures of the computer screen with his cell phone.
Stella, you need to go the other way.
Stella,
honey.
come here. Stella. No, she doesn't want to.
No, I just need to turn her around.
There. Oh, she's going to beat us.
No, she's not.
Stella. Come on, Stella. Say hi over here.
Look over there, honey.
Stella.
Look, Stella, look. There's Stella.
Stella.
Look, there's Stella. Stella, look.
She's like, no, let her go.
All right.
Maybe she'll come back later.
All right.
Stella's a very verbal kitty, too.
She talks a lot.
She does.
I'll try to bribe her later.
Talk a lot. All right, so let's let me get my screen situated
All right,
here.
I'm gonna go sit back in my little potty hole.
Your spot
My
over
spot.
there. Okay, I'm gonna move this over. And somehow GoToWebinar is doing something weird. Oh, there we go. Okay. I just want to make sure I get my screen on right. Close out all of my weird things. I have so many weird things, right? Okay.
I've noticed.
Oh, wait.
I
Hold
call
on.
them unique things.
Unique things?
Let's reframe that. Not weird, unique. Yes.
Unique.
You're a
Okay.
unique lady.
That I am. All right, let's get the PowerPoint up and then we'll show the screen. All right. So guys, just so you know, these webinars are brought to you by the Vision Group, which I'll talk to you about in a second. We are doing webinars a couple times a week, usually Tuesday, Thursday, but they may vary depending on my travel schedule and stuff like that. And excuse me, just get this up. Okay, that should be good. And they are generic. They are 100% open to the public. The content and information is valuable. We do both health and wellness webinars as well as business webinars. Ray, for those of you guys that don't know, he's just I don't even talk about the full dimensional plan. He's a multi-dimensional mentor to so many. He has expertise in a lot of different areas. He's done some hypnosis sessions with us. He will continue to do some of those, neurolinguistic programming, and he just has 20 years worth of experience in that field. He's somebody who's really helped me a lot in my own personal life with different things that I had to go through. So he's an incredible mentor, and he's doing a lot of that. And I'm going to bring you my business experience. And then also, some of you guys have been watching, I've been on a little bit of a health journey myself. So just kind of showing that off a little bit. So tonight we're focusing on business. And this is a great webinar for anybody that has a home business or anybody that is in network marketing. Especially now, I feel it's really important. I've been teaching about attraction marketing and different types of marketing for 20 years now. Actually, that's a lie. I started in the field 20 years ago. I've been probably teaching these courses for 15 years. And now more than ever, and I've been teaching it for years, but now more than ever, the time for you to take control of your business and the time for you to become a savvy business person is here. It's almost 2020. And the marketplace is changing. And I've been teaching this for a long time, but now even more so with regulations, with companies, with different policies and procedures, it's really important that you understand how your business works. It's really important you understand your business model that you're in, which I do a whole nother training on business models. It's really important. Tonight, we're going to be talking about different types of revenue that you need to have a stable business. And if any of what I'm talking about tonight is helpful to you, we do have a Facebook group that you can ask the person who invited you to the webinar, ask them to put you in. The replays of these webinars will all be in there. But also, we do have a business. And if any of you are looking, we'd love to show you what we're up to. If you're happy in what you're doing, we're here to serve. And we are thrilled to have you here anytime. You also can invite anybody you want anytime. Come to the webinars, come to the replays. We love to teach, all these years of experience to you. If you happen to be in transition, you happen to be looking, or maybe tonight you're going to hear about some of the different types of revenue and you realize maybe you don't have all of them in your business. Definitely ask the person that invited you to, to be able to see what we're up to. So with that being said, Ray, are we ready to rock and roll?
I'm waiting on you, lady.
You're waiting on me? Well, then I better get my rear in gear. But people wondering what the Vision Group is, that's us, just a whole bunch of us. Oh, I'm on the wrong presentation, kids. Welcome to my world.
Why am I thinking the words dingbat? I don't know why.
The digital dingbat.
Digital dingbat. I love
There you
that.
go. Your slide was off. So, okay. So for those of you that haven't met me before, my name is Diane Hochman. And again, 20 years, I started business in 1999. October 4th is my anniversary. I don't know, Tracy, I wanted to do something fun. We'll be at Ray Higgins.
There you go.
A bunch of us will be at Ray Higgins Event. Rank Makers Live is coming up. I will be speaking. And I did happen to book today a big suite, 2,000 square foot suite. So maybe we will have to have my 20th anniversary party at Higgins Event. Ray, are you in?
Are you going?
I'm speaking, so I will be there.
Well,
And it's my 20th anniversary, so you must come.
gets a little old watching you 2D, so I'd rather see you 3D. So
Yes.
I shall be there.
Okay, so October, I think it's October 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I'll get you guys all the link. Come. In fact, Ray announced today, tell him I told all of you, you can actually attend that event for free. It's you leave a deposit, and when you get there, they give you back your deposit. So it's exciting. I heard today, and I don't know that this is completely accurate, so if I'm off, I'm off. They literally have the whole resort.
Ooh.
So it's going to be a takeover. So
no one can see.
So we got to get in early, rent a car, and go buy stuff and have a party.
Hey, Di, what town is it going to be in Florida?
Orlando.
Orlando, cool.
Easy peasy, right?
Last thing of his I was 5 years ago in Estero Beach. So now
Yep.
it's Orlando.
Supposed to be in Fort Myers, and they switched it because they wanted to have more people. So the
Okay.
original event that I was invited to speak at was only going to be about 150 people, and this may be 1,000 or more people.
Uh-oh. Gonna be a
So-
Woodstock of network marketing.
So, Vision Group, you're invited to a party. So there you go. All right. So anyway, me, 20 years in the game, health, wellness, marketing, attraction marketing, consultant, speaker, all that other good stuff. I've pretty much done it all, mail order, direct response, etc. And then we have Mr. Ray Williams, who has 20 years experience in working with matters of the mind. He has business experience as well, but he has helped many a marketing celebrity who shall remain nameless to really up their game. So I'm excited to have him here with me. I twisted his arm. I said, please, please, please come be part of the Vision Group and help us. And here he is. So thank you for being here, Ray.
You're very welcome. Very welcome.
So nice. Okay. So the full dimensional plan. And right now I can't see the cameras, Ray, while I'm on the slide. So humor me. The full dimensional plan.
All the time.
You always humor me. The full dimensional plan. Tracy, how long have I been teaching this sucker?
That is almost happening.
Yeah, so I've probably been teaching this 10, 12 years. Really, really, really important stuff. And again, if you have questions, put them in the Q&A and I'll see them in a little bit.
May I ask you a quick question before you start this and applies to this?
Certainly may.
You were explaining these 4 steps to me, I think, a day or two ago, and they're really, I mean, I'm at this game a long time, and I'm going, wow, there's a couple I didn't know, and you got so excited, I'm going, huh?
You know me, I get all jacked up, which is why you're here to counterbalance me and calm me down.
We're both from the same neck of the woods in Brooklyn. Well, I was in the classier side, Bushwick.
Come on, don't kid me. You're a Long Island boy. You're not really a Brooklyn.
I was born in Brooklyn. Come on.
All right, all the good people are.
I spent the first 2 years in Brooklyn. So anyway, would you remember the old fashioned, the 78, 45, 30, it's before your time, but back in my day, we had records and when you want to slow them down.
Believe me, I am old enough to have had a record. I didn't have any 78s though. I'm not as old as you. But I did have 45s and 33s. You had 78s?
Yeah, those are albums. That was a full album.
No. That was a 33 point.
No, that was
A full album. No, 78s were the really old ones.
Or the question is this in 45 tonight or 70? Oh, yeah, 78 before your time. Is this a 78 and on 45? And if it's a 45, will you slow this down to 33? Because the 4 points are awesome. I caught enough of it, so I want to hear this in a slower speed. No, but anyway.
You and Tracy is literally close enough to throw something at me or slap me upside the head.
Literally.
If I'm going too fast. Tracy also is a school psychologist, so she understands my learning mania. So she has many times, in fact, Ray, you've seen it happen. I'm screwing up on a webinar and I get a text and I go, oh, that's Tracy, what'd I do?
Yeah, anytime
Because
you see
Tracy-
her look down at her phone, guys,
Today I was doing a Facebook Live and I had my finger over the microphone on my phone. I didn't know. So she comes up. Really was my dear to get her out on the Facebook Live with me. So yes, you will both slow me down between your mind mechanicness and her school psychologistness. You guys will slow me down. It's really pretty straightforward, but if you're not familiar with it, it's new. And I know that you have, I only explained this to you the other day, so you haven't seen the full training before. So I'm counting on you. And then also, Ray, do you know how to look at the Q&A box? Do you know how to access it?
Well, this is a first, but let's have a look.
That little control panel on the left-hand side or in the right-hand side, right-hand
Right
side?
in. Webcam, audio, type
Down
message.
below it says questions.
Questions?
Webcam,
Attendees,
dashboard attendees. Do you have questions?
I might not, hon. Hang on 1 second, please.
I probably can make you more important here.
Importante? Cool, that works. Make me important. I'll be somebody.
Attendees, I will make you more important. How about
Oh,
that?
cool. All right.
I don't know if we can both be the organizer. Yes,
No.
all organizers will have equal rights. So I just made you an organizer.
Questions, I got questions.
Okay, so you can watch that box if you don't
Okay.
mind. You kind of have to make it big. Sometimes it's a little hard to figure it out. If you don't figure it out, we'll look in a few minutes.
Okay.
And as always, Ray, jump in. I don't jump in when you're doing your piece, when we do meditations and stuff, because obviously I don't have a background in that, and it's not my place to interrupt you when we're doing that type of work. When we're doing this type of work, I beg you to jump in, either to slow me down and or to clarify, or if you see the crowd has a question.
Got it.
Please do.
You got it.
The full dimensional plan, the truth is I stole this name from somebody at my first network marketing company because he was talking about the different types of income that network marketing company had. And I just kind of genericized it. That's not a word. I made that up. So he was doing something that was specific to the company I was with at the time. And I just took it out into the marketplace to show you about the different types of income. Now, I want you guys to imagine, in fact, well, I can't put it on camera, but right now sitting next to me, Tracy brought over one of her kitchen stools from her like island. She's got a very fancy house here. And there's 4 legs to the stool, or the chair I'm sitting in, there's 4 legs, right? And so, Ray, if I took one of the legs and I removed it, it probably wouldn't be a very comfortable chair, would it? Wouldn't be very stiff.
Be a little delicate balancing act. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So we're looking, the point of the full dimensional plan is having a stable business that can stand no matter what the circumstance. And it's designed to make sure that you have cash flow immediately now, today, and then you have long-term recurring income. So let's go through it. But you guys, it's really important. And what happens is most business owners, you know, like when I was new, I was a teacher. I didn't know anything about business. So I didn't know anything about creating the stability. I just knew I needed to feed my family. I needed 500 extra bucks to buy groceries. So I wasn't really focused on creating anything long-term or stable. I just wanted money now, which is really the first stages of the full dimensional plan are money now. And then as I started to grow as a business person, I started to see how to put the whole thing together. And whenever I look at anything that I'm thinking about working, whether I'm going to be an affiliate, an associate, whatever I might be, I'm looking at where in the plan does this type of revenue fit in, okay? And there's 2 types of revenue that will keep you happy and keep you, you know, nice, have a nice income. And then there's 2 types of revenue that will actually set you up for the long term and give you a very nice life. So I want to look at all of them because most everybody I talk to is missing some of them. Okay, so let's go through. There we go. Okay, so like I said, there's 4 kinds of income. And what I want you guys to do is if you're home, you know, and have a notebook out, and hopefully you have a notebook for the Vision Group webinars. In fact, I encourage you to go get one. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but go down to the, you know, Staples or wherever and get a $1 notebook and put in big marker, right, Tracy, who do I sound like? Big marker, Vision Group, and keep notes from these because over time, and by the way, Vision Group has 2 types of webinars I mentioned. Some of them are going to be health and wellness because Ray's really focusing in on helping us. A bunch of us want to lose weight, including me. I've lost a bunch of weight. My big concern is keeping it off. So I want to get through the weight loss, and then I really want him to help me with my mind and keeping it off. I've lost over 100 pounds more than once. I'm embarrassed to say. So I brought him to you guys to help with that. But also for a lot of us, we have mindset issues surrounding money, receiving money, around business, around people. Home businesses involve talking to people. Many of us don't want to talk to people. So he's going to be helping us with all that. And then I'm going to be doing some foundational training about working a network marketing business, et cetera, et cetera. So tonight, I want you to think about which ones of these incomes do I have? And what I want you to do when you hang out with me and Ray, I like to get really real. Like he said, we're New Yorkers. Okay, we're just as straight as they come. It's easy to fluff ourselves. It's easy to tell ourselves everything is wonderful and perfect, but I want you to get realistic. Bless you, Trace.
Thank you.
And really think about, do I have these types of income? Is my business stable? And just keep thinking of that four-legged stool or that four-legged chair. You want to be stable. So the first one is simply retail income, okay? Retail is defined as selling something one time to make some money, okay? Very simple. I could go to the flea market, I could buy widgets, I could set up a widget stand, and somebody comes over and wants to buy a widget, I sell them a widget, I make income. The income is the difference between what it costs me to get the widget and what I charge. That's pretty simple, right, Ray?
Cut and dry. I think this is the one most people are familiar with. Like what's that?
What's ironic is in this industry, most people don't have retail income.
And you know what? I learned this week from you. I didn't, my original network company, 20-something years ago, Excel, that was buying service and long distance. I had no idea retail even existed in the industry.
Right, there was no retail in that company.
No.
It was all a different type of income.
Yep.
So retail, now I grew up in a company originally that was very retail heavy. We sold diet pills and vitamins and shake mix and stuff like that. And back in the day, we actually had inventory. So we actually had, I had a closet full of product and somebody would call me up and say, I want to buy, shake. And I'd say, great, it's this much, come on over. I'd meet them down at the coffee shop or whatever. They'd hand me cash or a check, or I took credit cards at the time, and I'd hand them the product. Okay. Now, the reason why retail is so important, because a lot of people have businesses where it's only, you're signing someone up, it's only auto ship, you get paid a month later. The reason why retail is so important is retail will save your tushy when you're in a bind. Okay, I literally would go out on an afternoon when I knew I needed to make grocery money, and I'd go out and I'd sell some product out of the trunk of my car. And I'm not being facetious. This is back in the day. I knew that if I had some inventory, I knew I could buy groceries. I just had to go out and sell it. So today, a lot of people do not have a way to sell something and make money today, or at the very least by the next week. There are some companies that have a daily pay. The one that I work with has a weekly pay. They're going to a daily pay soon, Ray. So I don't know if you knew that, Tracy. They're going to a daily pay. Yeah, for retail sales. Mm-hmm. So I can literally sell something to someone today. If anybody wants to buy something, hit me up. I'm kidding. And I will get paid on Monday. Right? So today happens to be, what's today, Tuesday? I don't even know what day of the week.
Tuesday.
I won't get paid till next Monday for it. Now, if I happen to have some on hand, like these are our samples, right? I have some of these on hand. I often have these on hand. I could sell this today and I can make $15. Now, $15, a lot of people stick up their nose at, but if I sold 10 of them, I'd have 150 bucks. 150 bucks will put food on my table. Okay, 150 bucks will put gas in my gas tank. And it's really easy for us, we're all busy getting rich. It's easy for us to lose sight of the fact that most people, when they're starting, that's why they're starting, and that's what they need. They need to make money now, right? I know we all want to make 6 figures and 7 figures, and people think they're going to make 9 figures now. I love when people talk about that. The 9-figure plan. They don't even know how much 9 figures is. No, looking at Tracy, they're so funny. But this is $15 retail, okay?
That's 30 cans of cat food.
30 cans of cat food, right? So there you go. If you sold one of these, you could for
30 days.
Yeah, for 30 days. So she only eats a half a can of food a day?
She's a can.
Okay.
30 cans.
Oh, 30 cans.
She doesn't eat the whole can.
Okay.
It's just that she doesn't much care for leftovers.
Okay, so Stella's a fussy little kitty.
Yes.
But, so you really have to ask yourself, do I have something that I can retail now? Now, right now, it's very popular. A lot of people are creating info products that they can retail. And that's when I first met my original mentor in this type of marketing. He taught me about creating info products to create retail cash flow, because his MLM was only like a monthly auto ship and you only got paid once a month. He needed something to make money every day. And he needed his people to have something to make money every day. They didn't have retail. Now you're going to find that network marketing companies are going to be moving more and more and more towards retail again. They moved away from it. The old school companies, Herbalife, Amway, New Skin, they all had retail. Mary Kay, Avon, they all had retail. You sold a lipstick, you got paid. And then everybody moved away from it because everybody was like, we don't have inventory, we don't have this, we don't have that. Everybody moved away from it. But now regulations are causing problems because all these companies don't have any customers. Think about it.
So it's because of legalities, they're moving back to it now.
Well, you know what? The old saying is everything old is new again, and everything comes full circle. We're coming back to realize that we must, to have a viable business, you must have a form of retail income, period. So companies are coming back to it. That's why the company that we work with is going to a daily pay on retail sales, because somebody can sell something and get paid that day, drops into their account. Kind of cool, right? So retail, I don't care whether you want to go create an info product and you charge people PayPal. I don't care what, however you want to do it. You have to have something that you can sell today to make money today. And believe me, when times get tough, and they will. I mean, I'd like to say it's all rainbows and unicorns and fairy tales, but times get tough. Ray, you've been doing this for 20 plus years. You've been in business for 40 years. No, well, however many years it is.
Actually, I think my first promotion, I was, long time ago.
Yeah. So enough said. I've been doing this for a long time. Have you ever seen a tough day? Of course you have, right?
A few.
Yeah, a few. I've seen tough days. Okay. I've seen days where I had to do something. I've seen days too where I needed to do something for business. I needed to get to an event. I needed to whatever. I needed to hustle some money to get where I needed to go, to get what I needed. So if you don't have a way to make money today, you must have one. And again, feel free to ask us, or feel free to go develop your own, or feel free to look around and see what's available to you. But you need to have a way to make a retail sale. So is that one clear, Ray?
That to me, out of the four, I think that's the one die that most people, okay, buy wholesale, sell retail, as we go,
We
right?
all understand it, and yet a lot of people don't have it. And that's what's interesting.
That's the one that I think most people can relate to. Although most network companies don't have it, I think most people in the world understand buy and sell. That's retail.
100%.
So now,
Holly says, yes, if mama needs a new pair of shoes, right? go sell the product. That's it. That's it. Mama needs a new pair of shoes. I say that all the time, Holly. I love that line. So. All right, Tracy, come back here. I figured out how to take the screenshot. Come back here for a minute. I need a picture with Tracy in it. Oh, she's so cautious. She doesn't want to. You don't have to stay for long. I just want a picture.
No, I just don't want to trip over the wires.
Stella, do you want to be in the picture?
No,
She's like, no, I know. All right, I need one with Tracy.
Not looking at that face.
All right. Okay, ready? And raise it. No, raise it. You're in the picture. You goof. This is all the time. He takes pictures with his phone. How do you know you're really old, Ray? When you take pictures of the screen. Remember, Joe always had the
Yes.
disposable. Yeah. Everybody had a digital camera, and he'd have this this wound up camera.
Yeah.
So
yes.
I don't know.
Did you do it? Because I can't see anything.
Okay. Well, he's taking a picture of us.
Okay.
I don't know.
there you go.
All right, you're good. Thank you. All right, let's move to the next one, Ray. This one is interesting. Leveraged retail. Now, first of all, the concept of leverage is one that people really struggle with. It's really simple, but it's really foreign to most people. Leverage, all leverage is, guys, it's something that helps you lift or do something that you couldn't do on your own. So, for example, a car jack, right? Everybody's changed a tire or seen someone change a tire. I had to know how to change a tire in order to get my driver's license. I wasn't allowed to without knowing how to change a tire.
Oh, I'd better jump.
Well, my father's a mechanic and he made me.
Old
So,
school, love it.
what's that, Ray?
Old school.
Yep. If you know what a car jack is, think about it. Not many of us, unless your child was in danger or something, not many of us can go pick up a car. Although I've heard superhuman stories, right? But if you put a car jack on it and you crank it, it's not that hard to pick up a car because you have leverage. You have a lever that's helping you lift something, okay? Seesaws, teeter-totters, whatever you guys call them, same thing. You could have two different people of two different sizes on there going up and down because there's a lever in the middle. So that's all it is. It's something that helps you lift or move something that you couldn't do on your own. Okay, so leveraged retail, all that is when you have somebody that when they make a sale and they make daily cash flow, you make a piece of it. Cool, right? So what does that mean? It might mean that you have a downline in a network marketing company like I do. And when one of my downline makes a retail sale, I make a piece of it. Smaller piece, but I make leveraged retail. Okay, might mean that I own an affiliate program and I have info products or something else that I sell. And when my affiliates go out and sell it, right, it's a one-time sale. When my affiliates go out and sell my product, I make a piece of it. That's leveraged retail, okay? Most people do not have leveraged retail unless you're in a program that happens to have significant retail or you run an affiliate program. And today, used to be you had to really know what you were doing to run an affiliate program. Nowadays, it's actually accessible to most people. And that's a story for another day. We're not talking about that tonight, but having leveraged retail is very important to your business. So for example, Ray, for you, you have individual clients that come to you for hypnosis and all the different stuff that you do, right? The stuff you do. I don't even know what to call it because I know it's not just any one modality. You do your special thing. We need to come up with a name for what you do. I don't know what it is.
Stuff I do is good for now.
Yeah, I call it swamiing.
Yes, I swamyize you. There you go.
Yes, swamiing. So when you get a client, you make X number of dollars, whatever your packages are.
Right.
Wouldn't it be cool if you owned a piece of somebody else's business and whenever they got a client, you made a piece of it? That'd be kind of cool, right? That's what we're talking about.
That's a good analogy. I like that.
In your
Okay,
case,
cool.
Another great way to do that would be, let's say you make tapes, I call them tapes, but audios, MP3s of different types of meditations or hypnosis sessions, and you put them on a site and you set up an affiliate program so somebody like me can go out and promote them. I can make a retail sale and you can make a leveraged retail sale. Every time I sell one of your MP3s, I make part of it and you make part of it. But you don't have to do anything because all you did was recorded the product. That's the concept.
Sounds
Okay.
good to me.
Now, if somebody in my MLM goes out and retails a package to someone, I make a piece of it. Okay, that's leveraged retail. And what's neat is when you happen to be in multi-level, depending on how your pay plan works, your compensation plan works, you might be making a piece of retail sales down multiple levels, which is kind of neat. Now, it's usually a small percentage, but like today I'm hanging out by the water with Tracy, somebody makes a sale, my cash register dings. Okay, that's leveraged retail. Leveraged retail is a wonderful thing because when you get someone that has some hustle, right? Somebody needs some money like me. When I first started, I was a housewife, I needed money. I had some hustle. I was out retailing. The person who introduced me to the business their cash register was ringing every time I made a sale. So we want to have the ability to have leveraged retail because it's just another form of cash flow and it's, it's effortless. So whether you want to set up, if you're fancy dancy and you want to have an affiliate program, Ray will have one soon with his tapes and stuff like that. So maybe some of you guys want to be his affiliate or something, or I might have something, or any of the people that are in the vision group might have something. Awesome. We have a lot of people with incredible amounts of expertise here. In fact, I'm pretty stunned by the talents and skills of the folks from the vision group. And as weeks go by, we'll be having them all out and hearing from them, etc. So, or whether you're involved in a network marketing company that you are able to utilize this concept, whether you start your own affiliate program, leverage retail is a real important type of thing. So let's see, Ray, do you have any questions or thoughts on that? And then
Thank you. So size it up, the leverage when someone else is selling your stuff.
Correct, but a one-time sale, Yep.
So it's a one-time shot at someone selling your stuff.
Yep. So like, let's say I created, maybe I made this lip gloss.
Mhm.
Tracy started carrying it in her store. Every time Tracy sells one of my lip glosses, I make $1 or something. Okay, so it's leveraged. I'm not doing the sales. Leverage always means you're not doing it. So I'm not doing the sales. Tracy's doing the sales. I'm making a piece of it. That makes sense?
Sense.
And it's a incredible revenue stream to have. So ask yourself, do I have this? Do I have leveraged retail? Again, in this industry, most people don't. Something to think about. Let's go to the next one. They get a little bit more, well, the next one's easy to understand, I think, for most people on this webinar. The next one is recurring income. Okay, I should say recurring sales, recurring income. That means like an insurance salesman, right? I buy my insurance, and every time my insurance policy renews every 6 months, my insurance salesperson gets paid again. Okay, so Ray, think about just for a second, how many different things do you have a monthly bill for that somebody gets paid over and over and over for? Name some.
Well, the first one I came to mind is car insurance. There's health insurance.
Mm-hmm. Even electricity, your if you have cable or internet, anything that you're billed for on a regular basis, somebody's making money on a recurring basis over and over and over. And if you were actually purchasing through a salesperson, that salesperson's getting paid over and over and over. Right? So in network marketing, when somebody signs up for a monthly auto ship, every month you referred them, you get paid, right? Like I happen to work with the leading attraction marketing company, right? Every month when people get billed, I get a commission. I have people that I introduced 6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, almost. So for 8 years, I get a commission every month based upon that person's recurring billing. Pretty straightforward?
Straightforward. So
Okay.
leverage, one-shot deal, recurring every month or every.
No, incorrect.
Oh.
Retail is a one-shot deal. Retail is once, recurring reoccurs, right? That's why it's called recurring. Leverage means somebody else is doing the work and you're just making money.
Leverage. Got it.
Guess what? Now, most people in network marketing have this. Sign someone up every month, they buy their vitamins, they buy their whatever service, they buy their whatever, their travel, whatever it is that they're buying, and you get paid every month.
So isn't this residual then, basically? Recurring?
Well, I don't like to call it residual, and here's why. And I've changed it. Tracy, you've seen this before, and I always used to call it residual. The reason why I don't call it residual anymore is residual in our minds has like a forever connotation, a forever thought process. We're going to earn residual income and, sip out of coconut on the beaches of the world. That's what we were all told and sold, right? Well, the marketplace isn't as stable as it used to be. This isn't 1978 and you sign up for Amway and you make money for the rest of your life. It can happen, but what I want people to understand is this is recurring income. Recurring income can end. By the way, you've been in network marketing before. Have you ever seen anybody quit?
A couple. A couple.
And in fact, you're here to help us make sure that we're not quitting and that we're staying, standing our ground and staying our way and all this other stuff. And you'll be doing all these different sessions with us to help us with that.
I've seen diamonds lose a whole downline overnight.
So have I. And in the beginning of my career, I watched the owner of my company die and uplines die and whole downlines, multi-million-dollar lines and legs collapse. So I want everybody to understand recurring income means you make a sale once, and as long as it renews, you keep making money. Now, if I change my insurance, in fact, recently I changed my insurance company. Okay, somebody sold me a policy of Travelers. I had Travelers for like 10 years. My life circumstance changed. I moved this and that. I bought my new policy from a different company. They had better pricing. So the guy who sold me the old policy doesn't get paid anymore. It's no longer recurring because I stopped purchasing. Okay, so we want to get really clear in our mind, because a lot of people that get real comfortable, they start making good money and they think this is going to go on forever. And we learned this week that that doesn't always happen. We had a company change their whole pay plan and the way that they compensate their folks. We've had companies shut down. We've had this and that, and or whole lines move to other companies, and the next thing you know, you're high and dry. So it's really important that we as business people start thinking differently and start understanding recurring income lasts as long as it recurs. Okay, it's not forever. Although it could be very long-term, and I've had some that are very long-term, and it's been incredible. But I don't count on that. I'm always looking for ways to bolster my different revenue streams to make sure I have that stable four-legged share of a business so that my business is not flopping over, okay? So retail is I make a one-time sale. I do the work, I make a sale one time, I make money. Leveraged retail is somebody that I'm affiliated with is making a one-time sale and I make a piece of the sale. It's leveraged. Recurring income is I make a sale one time, and every time the person reorders or the policy or whatever renews, I get recurring income. And then what do you think might be the last one? Multitude. Answer me in the Q&A. What do you think is the last one? Tracy, I know you know because you. Come on. Yeah, so Holly's saying, like, for example, in real estate, if you're a broker and there's an agent that works at your brokerage, when they make a sale of a home, you make a piece of it because you're the broker. You're overriding their sales. Exactly. What do you guys think is the last form of revenue that we're going to talk about tonight? Oh, by the way, I guess I typoed your name, didn't I, Ray? Or did you?
I wasn't going to say anything.
No, he must have. Or
Right.
maybe
Somebody did.
I don't know. Your
Yeah,
name?
it's Will Ames. Will Ames?
Williams. Okay.
God, how long you know me, lady?
My email I sent out today was so writhed with typos, it's not even funny.
It's all good. Don't call me late for dinner.
All right. That's good to know. The last one is simple. It's leveraged recurring income. Okay. And that's when somebody else makes a sale. Every time the sale renews or recurs, I make a piece of that sale. Okay. And this is the beauty of network marketing. Now, it also occurs in affiliate marketing. If you have a two-tier affiliate marketing program, there's many other ways to make leveraged recurring income. But we want to really understand, I need a way to make money today. I need a way to make money when I introduce and help other people make money. I need a way to make money recurring so I can do work today and I keep getting paid. And I need a way to override the efforts of other people that are continually getting paid. Those four types of income are what will keep you alive through every storm, every cloud, every this, every that. They're also the leverage, and the leverage recurring is what lets you have an incredible lifestyle like I've been able to enjoy. I've been able to travel around and do all this kind of stuff because I knew I had continual recurring income and leveraged recurring income. But guess what? I'm very cognizant that when things slow down or the tide changes, I need to get back. And the first thing I do, guys, the first thing I do when things get funky is I go back and I start retailing. I go back and I start retailing. That's why the company that I'm working with, that we're working with, I specifically wanted something that had retail. I can make money today, something that I can make money when other people retail, something that people reorder, a good product. If you have one, awesome. If you don't have one, ask us, ask the person that invited you to tell you about what we're up to. I'm not here to, if you're happy and you're where you want to be, excellent. I have so many colleagues I talk to all the time. We treat each other with super respect. I watch a lot of people that are not familiar with this. are maybe in transition, that don't have retail, that don't have products that people reorder. It's one of the biggest complaints I hear. I sign people up, they don't reorder. Sign people up, they don't reorder. Now, part of that could be your process, and you haven't been trained well on how to retain people. But part of that could be the nature of the product that you have. Depends, you know? I mean, think about it. Tracy is a residual buyer of cat food, okay? Tracy, how many cats do you have?
One here.
One here, but how many cats do you have total?
7.
Tracy has 7 cats.
Not on purpose.
Okay, Tracy has 7 cats, not on purpose. She's a catitarian, like a humanitarian. She couldn't leave them alone. Lost little kitty, she couldn't leave them alone. Tracy has 7 cats. Okay, Tracy buys a lot of cat litter. Tracy buys a lot of cat food. Tracy buys a lot of cat treats. And just judging from looking around, she buys a lot of cat paraphernalia. Okay, she's got cat trees and cat posts and cat scratching things and cat toys. She's got a lot of cat stuff. Okay. Anybody who sells pet supplies would like to have Tracy as a customer, right? Because she's a regular buyer. She's always going to buy cat food. She's never not going to have cats. Even if something should happen to one of the cats, she still has 6 left. Sorry.
Yeah. Don't send prices for death. Yes.
I'm not, no. You know, okay. Most of you buy toilet paper on a regular basis. It's one of those things you always buy. Okay. So which store you go to, which you buy, what cat food she buys, that can vary, but she's always going to buy cat food. We want to have products and services that people really like, that they come back to time and time again, that they become attached to. That's the secret to this leverage, the recurring and the leveraged recurring. And also learning how to maintain and how to follow up with people, which I'm going to do a whole webinar on, about following up and tracking your prospects and tracking your folks and how to follow up. I want you to remember that just because you've enrolled someone doesn't mean they're not a customer anymore. They're a customer. You got to check and see what's going on with them, because if they're not happy with the product, they're certainly not going to perform in the business. You guys all really grasp that? Because a lot of times they enroll people and they forget that they're actually customers first. I'm a customer first. If I'm not happy with my product result, I'm certainly not going to reorder, and I'm certainly not going to promote it. So the person who got me started is never going to get leveraged retail and leveraged recurring, because I won't be performing, because I'm not happy. I don't believe in what I'm doing. So those 4 types of income are everything. And whenever I'm struggling, 20 years, guys, it happens. I go back to the beginning on everything that I do. I go back to rebuilding relationships. I go back to retail. I go back to the foundation of what I know builds a strong infrastructure. When you have a strong infrastructure, nobody can knock it down. The wind doesn't blow and it doesn't fall over. When you have a good base of customers, nothing can really ding you, because your customers will follow you. And that's a whole nother webinar. But I want you guys to really understand the basis of the types of income. Make sure that you're working with programs and products that give you this type of income. Sometimes you need to add one of them. That's cool. Sometimes you need all of them. Sometimes you need, you need to really rethink your business strategies. And that is why we're here at the Vision Group, to help you with your thought processes, with your mindset, with your personal programming, with your understanding of business. I want everybody that we touch to understand business and how it works, so that you can be fortunate enough to be, to do the things that we've been lucky enough to do in our careers. I'll get emotional, Ray. They'll all make fun of me. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've watched so many people struggle and get challenged and come and go. And I just want to help a couple more if I can. That's why I asked Ray to come join me, because he's really good at helping people. And that's why I invited the people that got involved in the Vision Group out of the gate. And that's why we keep adding new people to the group every single day. We're not just committed to telling you about what we sell. Ask us if you want to know. We're committed to helping you find your way on your path, whatever that may be. So Ray, how'd I do?
Well, twice as a charmer. Thank you for the lengthy explanation. Even my thick skull gets it sometimes. Thank you for slowing it down from 45 to 33.
It's really not that hard, and yet it's elusive sometimes. I just want to give a shout out to Natalia, sent some love. Jackie sent some love. Lisa Thompson wants to know if you're a big catnip buyer.
My husband does not believe in drugging the
Oh,
cat.
see, Tracy's husband does not believe in drugging the cats. I, on the other hand, believe firmly in drugging my cat because it makes her. I put it up on the scratching thing and she goes and rolls around up there and she stops bugging me. So when Sarah, when the cat's annoying, it's drugs all day long. But then again, I was the mom that would have drugged my children. No, I wouldn't.
He does it once in a great while if he wants to train them to do at first, if they're new kitties and he wants to train them to scratch and certain things.
Okay.
He might do it then. In other words,
So he'll
scratch.
use drugs as a training tool, but not drugs as drugs.
No.
So Rob is a just say no kind of guy. Diane is a liberal cat mommy who will drug my kitty all day long.
He's a chemist.
There you go. So, guys, the full dimensional plan is really important. And I hope you take a few minutes and look at your revenue lineup. And a lot of times people will, like if anybody has a question before we go, ask, because a lot of times people will go, well, what about this? And what about this? And what about this? There's only 4 types of income. They all fit in. Like what if you do Shopify, and you're selling drop shipping, or Amazon, that's retail. Okay. You can have leveraged retail if you are the distributor of a product that somebody else is selling on Amazon or something. But that's retail. Recurring is something that rebuilds. Doesn't matter if it rebuilds every week, every month, but it's something that rebuilds. And leverage recurring is when you have somebody else that's making a sale on something that rebuilds. Pretty straightforward. And those types of revenues will keep you in the game and give you the freedom that you're looking for. So, Mr. Ray, I think we're
Yes,
back.
Ms. Guy.
We haven't decided. You and I were kicking around some ideas for Thursday night. I think we're coming out on Thursday night. How about we do this, gang? We have 2 Facebook groups for the public. One is for health and wellness, ideas and topics, and sessions with Ray. In fact, there's an incredible session from last week about weight loss in there. And then we have a business network marketing and business training group where these webinars are being stored and other content's going to go in. We just started last week, so there's not a ton of stuff in there. But we now have opened the doors to the public. If you'd like to be added to either of those groups, go ahead and ask the person that invited you here to be put in the group. We're happy to put you in either of the groups or both. Some of you guys would like both. Like me, I like to make money and I'm chubby, so I'm both.
I'm sorry, cut you off. How rude of me. You actually named a very excellent topic tonight, but shall I keep it as a surprise?
Keep it as a surprise, because what we're going to do is we'll announce inside the groups what the webinar coming up will be, and then also, keep in touch with the person that invited you, because they also can fill you in, watch their Facebook walls, etc. And again, if you have any questions or would like to find out what we're up to, or maybe you just want to try our product, we'd love to have you as a customer. Maybe you're happy with what you're selling and you're not looking for a different business, but you'd like to try a 7-day sample of our product. It's great. I'm getting skinnier by the day. You can go look at my pictures, pretty stunning pictures. You take 2 capsules twice a day. Really wonderful stuff. So if anybody wants to try that, they're $29. Ask the person that invited you. And that would be a retail sale. Yay! We love retail. A lot of people stick up their nose at retail sales. They're not good enough. Listen, $15 all day, every day, I'll take them. So get back to the person that invited you and ask them, say, hey, I want to try your product, or I'd like to be in your Facebook group, or I'd like to find out more about what you guys are up to. Maybe you're completely happy. You have all the products you need, you're everything. Just come to the training. And I keep telling people, we're just all adults. So if I'm training, like sometimes the training is going to be specific to what we're doing. Like when I teach follow-up, it's going to be specific to our product. Can you just watch it and learn from it? Of course you can. Of course you can, you know? So sometimes Ray's going to be doing a meditation and maybe it's about having desire to exercise. And maybe your form of exercise is weightlifting and mine is walking. Can you still learn from what we're teaching, what we're doing? Of course you can. Just extrapolate a little bit and be a little smart and hang out. Like I learn more about my business from outside of the space a lot of times. I go study other spaces. I won't tell you what they are. I won't tell you what spaces I study, but I'm usually ahead of the curve with technology and stuff because I watch other spaces that tend to run ahead of us. Okay, my Facebook, Google's talking to me, which means Google was listening. So, but that's it. That's what Vision Group is. That's what we're doing. And we'll be back Thursday night. Chances are Mr. Ray will be leading and I will be the cohort that evening, but we shall see what we come up with for Thursday night. And just watch our posts and or watch the groups and you'll know what we're up to. But we have some, Ray already has informed me, because I tend to be all over the map, and he has informed me that he's putting structure into my life, right, Tracy? Let's see if he can do it. He's
This should
putting
be fun.
structure. I'm driving home 5 hours tomorrow. There will be another pop-up call tomorrow, by the way, for those of you that know about that. And on Thursday morning, I'm getting structure into my life. So let's see if he can tell me mean structure.
I'm going to need a meditation for myself to give you structure.
When you get done dealing with me, everybody needs a meditation to come. Mania at its best, but hey, you know what? It's 20 years worth of home business wisdom, so it's
worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah. All right. So everybody, thank you so much. Let me just check the Q&A and see if anybody else said anything. And the recording of this. Good luck with the structure, Edward says. Edward, good luck with that. They've done it for a long time, right? He insists that he could do it. Brendan, send me a private message to add you to the groups. Guys, don't put that you want to be in the groups in the chat. Just ask the person that invited you to put you in the group, because I won't have access to what's in the chat after this once we close it down. So that's it. Ray, you have your work cut out for you to structure the Hochman.
Yes, I do.
If anybody can do it, this man can. Let me tell you that. So it's going to be great. And I'm looking
preparing my own mind right now.
I know. I'm looking forward to all the stuff you have for us.
Okay.
The weight loss hypnosis sessions and stuff like that will be back. We're not going to do them every week. They're really special, and there's something that you can reuse. So if you didn't catch the last one, get into the groups. You can utilize it. We're not going to do them constantly. We're also going to do a lot of business mind stuff, because I really believe truly that that's what holds people back. That's why I've structured it this way. Could I go faster? Could I do opportunity meetings all day? Could I slam it? I can. It's not what I want. I want to build something that stands the test of time. I want people 20 years from now to talk about the Vision Group. That's what we want. Right, Ray? I mean, serious.
Absolutely.
That's what we want.
Build it solid, build it firm, as you said.
Yeah, that's it. All right, gang, we're out of here. It is 9 o'clock on the East Coast. I will see you all Thursday night. Watch for the announcements. And thanks for being here tonight. I hope you learned something good. You're so funny. Dork. All right, I will see you guys next time. Everybody take care. Thanks so much, Ray. Appreciate you.
Good night, guys. Night, Di.
Night, Ray.
Night, Tracy. Good night, Stella.